Atlanta's Inspiration Station, Praise 102.5's KD Bowe show in the middle of this conversation. Gwyneth Paltrow says she and her husband, Brad, they live together only 4 nights of the week, but it's for a good reason. According to her intimacy coach, him going back to his other house with his 2 teenage children and Gwyneth staying at her house with her 2 children for those 3 nights that they're not together provides polarity, meaning it gives y'all a break from each other. A necessary break, I'm assuming. Plus, I would imagine if you look at marriage like a business, which in many ways it is, if it's a merger of 2 businesses, you really don't want to just throw them together, do you? How many situations were made worse because the thought was in the 2 adults getting together and mergering, but there was no real thought in how the families would merger and how that mergering needed to take place. Just having a conversation, and I'm talking to you guys. Welcome to the KD Bowe Show. What's your comments?
Hi. My first thought on that with the dividing their time up is a divided house cannot stand. When you're married, that's a marital relationship under the covenant of God. And if you have children, you're merging 2 families into one, and that should be the conversation. There's got to be a greater love because I see a lot of room for tit-for-tat, knick-knack playing and everything else. I'm against that.
Thank you. Have a good one, okay?
All right.
Bye-bye. All right, she's totally against it. Welcome to the KD Bowe Show. What's your comment?
Yes, I just feel like, I agree with her decision, or their decision. I feel like we live in a time now where women have their own career now. It's not like 50 years ago when women was just stay-at-home moms, so they need time to unwind too, just as the husband do. I was previously in a relationship where a woman had kids, and we discussed, if we were to get married, it would be cool for us to live in separate homes because she already had kids from our previous marriage, and I didn't have any kids. You know what I'm saying? So it just gives her time to further bond with her kids. I didn't mind if the kids, came over to my house either. You know what I'm saying? But, she wanted to live separately, and I was perfectly fine with that because it gives us both times to unwind and just to kind of have our own things going on. So,
own things going on. Okay, so how long did the relationship last?
It lasted for 3 years.
Why did it end?
It ended because, I wanted more children, and she just wasn't, willing to give more children because she already had her 3. And I perfectly understood that.
You're a very understanding guy.
We just live in different times now, you know what I'm saying? But now, of course, I want to date women who don't have any children or whatever because I want to have children of my own and have my own family unit, but I didn't disagree with her. I wasn't mad with her because she didn't want to have kids, or I wasn't mad with her because she didn't, want to live in the same house. It's just different times.
Gotcha. Appreciate you calling. All I know is this. My wife is never going to be okay with that. Does she need her own personal time? Do I need my own personal time? Lord, yes. I just think, and I could be way off with this, I just would prefer to be with somebody that I don't need to take so many vacations from. Sure, my wife works my nerves sometimes, and I'm sure I work hers even more sometimes. But a whole apartment, though? Somehow that don't feel right to me. But hey, what do I know? Praise